Hi Virgo, welcome to your tarot reading. So if you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. I do appreciate it. Make sure you like and follow on TikTok and YouTube. I'm trying to grow my collective on both so that I can reach more people and give more messages. And I'm going to be giving away free tarot readings as well on both social media platforms. Once I reach 500 on YouTube and 10,000 on TikTok, I'll be giving away free tarot readings, and then I'll do it periodically as well once I reach more milestones, but that's kind of like the first milestone I want to make there, my little goal. So if you are new, I'm going to pull 2 of these oracle cards, get an overall feel for the energies. Then we're going to pull from the tarot. I do a traditional Celtic cross spread, just a general reading. Whatever comes out is the message that needs to come out. And then I did pull out the angel oracle again. I've been just kind of drawn to those lately, and I usually go with my intuition on whatever decks I'm drawn to. So let's pull you some oracle cards here and see what Spirit has for Virgo. Awesome. I had to split that deck in half because it's so thick. I love the cards because they're super thick and very sturdy, but it makes it hard for me to shuffle because I have tiny hands. Prickly situation. You need both tact and diplomacy to reach your goals. The struggle is worth the prize. Work around the issue and use a gentle touch. Interesting. We've all been in prickly situations, haven't we? Whether that's personal relationships, work relationships. Offerings. You will be offered a new position or investment opportunity. Think about it and research it carefully before accepting. Interesting. All right. Maybe that's what's causing the prickly situation. Maybe it's a competitive company or friend of a friend, whatever that prickly situation is for you, Virgo. Well, let's get into the tarot. Let's see what it has to say. My website should be up in a couple of weeks. I know I've been telling you guys about it. I'm trying to have it up and running by the end of August. I've got a bunch of interactive stuff on there so you can go and like play around, and I've got some free downloads, and then opened up some more coaching, more programs, ebooks, things like that. And then my books will be open again for personal readings. So if you're interested in that, I know quite a few people have asked me if I'm going to be doing personal readings again. I just got booked up through July, and then I work 48 hours minimum at work and then do readings and everything on the side. So I generally stay kind of busy. So I kind of just closed my books for a little bit and was kind of working on some other stuff. So, ooh, we have the 10 of Pentacles, the Empress, King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Oops, I grabbed 2, sorry. 7 of Swords, King of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, King of Pentacles. Nice. And then we have the Hierophant underneath. All right. So the Hierophant was on the bottom. I usually grab the bottom because it's like an underlying energy of what's going on. With the Hierophant, this is about institutions. It's about, can be like traditions, religions. This can be about teaching. So you have this person sitting here and these 2 people in front of them. This can be like a king or a queen. It can be a religious leader. It can be like corporate America, things of that nature. But it is like, it could be like a social group, like maybe you're leading a group here, or this can be about your work. Maybe you're stepping into like a leadership role, or you want a leadership role. That can be the prickly situation as well. Maybe there are 2 of you going up for a certain position and you're going to be offered this position, but you really need to think about it. Sometimes not getting what you want is a blessing in disguise. I've learned that several times within my lifetime, and believe me, rejection is protection. So the situation here is the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is, it's like ultimate abundance, ultimate wealth, leaving a legacy. It's about, you know, financial gains, prosperity, security, stability, that kind of, Pentacles are all about like your money and stability. So stability doesn't have to be money. Generally we think of it as money, but it can just be like that stable, grounded energy, a stable home. But this is definitely about like leaving a legacy. It could be about an inheritance. The blockage here is the Empress card. So the Empress is all about abundance, growth, prosperity. She's about nurturing. She's about allowing like the flow. So I feel like that's how you're blocking. You're blocking this 10 of Pentacles, this money flowing in here by not sitting in your Empress energy. So Empress energy can be male or female. We don't do gender. It's all energy. So we all have masculine and feminine energy. And feminine energy is about receiving. So I feel like you're not really sitting in that energy, and you kind of just need to sit in more of a flow energy. So the root of this is the King of Wands. This is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. It is the masculine energy. Again, just energy, not male or female. But this is also about like stepping into your power. So the King of Wands is like an entrepreneurial energy. He's a very good leader, very passionate leader. This is also about stepping into your power and being a leader. So again, with this prickly situation and these offerings, maybe you're being offered a leadership role, or you will be offered a leadership role. In the recent past, we had the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is very grounded energy, earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. She's very like nurturing, practical energy. She's very abundant, again, with the Pentacles here. So I feel like this is definitely about like your work or some type of stability. So the Queen of Pentacles is all about like her home life, nurturing, caring. She's also like a working parent, but she's very grounded and stable as well. So this could be like you dealing with an earth sign in the past. You had an earth sign inner energy, or this could just be about you being more nurturing and more grounded in your energy in the recent past. Again, it's a general reading, so it's going to resonate differently for each of you. You take it how it resonates for you. Your subconscious or your higher self, we have the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords it could be a very deceptive energy, tricks, lies, deceit, people lying behind your back. But as far as your higher self, maybe you're worried about people being sneaky, but this is also about like you being sneaky, but maybe not malicious. Like you're just being strategic. You're trying to think of how to work around the situation. So with this prickly situation, I feel like this is about you maybe being strategic on how to work this situation. In the near future, we have the King of Cups. He is a masculine, feminine energy. So the cups are about our emotions. So this is a feminine type energy. The King of Cups is very emotionally balanced, emotionally mature. He's very in control. He's very diplomatic. He's also like a good empathic leader, very compassionate type leader. So this could be a King of Cups coming in for you, or this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. It doesn't have to be that sign. It can just be somebody who's very emotionally balanced, but this can also be your energy. So if you're not here for a love reading, this could be about you stepping into more of your King of Cups energy and just being emotionally balanced. Your advice from Spirit is the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is again about your stability, but it's them offering this stability. So you have this new offer of stability coming in, or you have received a new offer of stability. It's about like generosity, financial stability. So I feel like your advice from Spirit is to take this new beginning when it comes in, even if it is a controversial, prickly situation. Maybe it's, taking a leadership role again with some competition here, and you're afraid to step into that because of maybe you're taking a title from someone else. Maybe you don't think you're ready for this. So the influence or in your environment is the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is about like your harvest, the fruits of your labor. So he has planted this pentacle, and all of this has grown in its place. So I feel like you've put in a lot of hard work and you have grown this. This is about growth. This is about things coming to fruition. So I feel like you have definitely planted those seeds, and this can be a growth in a relationship or growth within your business, growth within your work, but it's definitely about like the fruits of your labor. So your hopes and fears are the Six of Swords. You're hoping to move on and move into calmer waters. So if you see the choppy water here that's behind them, they're moving on to this more glass mirror looking water over here that looks calmer. So you're definitely moving on to calmer or less choppy. So maybe the prickly situation is that you're dealing with somebody you really don't want to work with, and you just kind of have to deal with them for right now, because you're going to be offered a new position at your place of business, and it's going to be like more of a leadership role. So the overall outcome, we have the King of Pentacles. He's very grounded energy, again with the earth energy. In the recent past, we had the Queen of Pentacles, and in the near future, we have the King of Pentacles. So this could be a divine counterpart coming in. This could be you sitting in the Queen of Pentacles, and then you've got this King of Pentacles coming in here. So if this is, you know, if you're looking for love, this can be a divine counterpart coming in. This can just be you sitting in your masculine, feminine, grounded energy and balanced energy, and you're calling in this wealth, this abundance. So the King of Pentacles is very wealthy. He's very abundant. It's like entrepreneur, like a CEO, lawyer type energy, but he's very stable and successful, and it's about long-term investments. So definitely a really awesome energy. So this could be, you know, a very stable, grounded relationship, or just you stepping more into your King of Pentacles energy. Could be both. I mean, could be that you're meeting your divine counterpart and you guys are working together. This could be somebody that you work with, and it doesn't even have to be a love partnership. I don't really see any cards of partnership, so that's why I feel like it's more you stepping into your balanced masculine, feminine energy, or it could just be you running a business with a love partner. What do we not see coming here for Virgo Spirit? What does Virgo not see coming? So we have the Hanged Man, Justice, one more card for Virgo, please, Spirit. What do we not see coming? Okay, so we have the Hanged Man, which is about like a surrender, a release, seeing things from a different perspective, kind of getting some enlightenment here. So he's kind of just hanging suspended here. Maybe you're looking at things from a different perspective, or you've kind of been on a pause, on a break, and then things are going to start moving. But I definitely feel like this is about a release of some kind. So maybe you're releasing an old position and moving into a new one. We have karma here. We have the Justice card, justice, karma. Justice is literally justice. So this can be like a law situation. This has got like that lawyer energy. So he's got the, this is Libra energy. He's got the scales here, which are about balance again. So I feel like definitely things are balancing out. And this is about fairness, your karma. So whether that's good karma or bad karma, I feel like that's good with this. But this is definitely like your karma coming in. And I feel like after some grief and loss. So I definitely feel like something has happened. And you're kind of healing that broken heart here, like after the grief and loss. You've kind of been through something here, and now your karma is coming in, and you're definitely seeing things from a different perspective here. So what are the actions and advice for Virgo Spirit? Actions and advice for Virgo. Whoop. Awesome. Okay. So we have the Four of Cups, and this is a very like stagnant, bored energy. You see how they're offering this person something and they're like, no, but I feel like you need to take this. Maybe you're just kind of sitting in this bored, you've been on this pause, the surrender with the Hanged Man here, which is about like a pause, but I feel like you're kind of moving out of that stagnant energy. And I feel like you're stepping more into your power. This Queen of Wands energy, she's very joyful, very prosperous, very victorious. And we have the King of Wands here at the root of your spread. So again, we have divine masculine, divine feminine here. We have divine counterparts. You've got the King and Queen of Pentacles, the King and Queen of Wands. So this can just be about you stepping more into a grounded, fiery, passionate energy and balancing out your divine masculine and divine feminine energy. And it's also about like ending cycles. So Spirit wants you to end a cycle and move into a more prosperous time. So I feel like you guys are just kind of closing things out, moving on to future endeavors that you've been calling in. I definitely love this energy for you, Virgo. You're definitely calling in a lot more here. So what else do you want to tell Virgo Spirit? Anything else for Virgo Spirit? Sorry about the noise outside. That's so annoying. And I always know it's coming when I'm filming, but it's just so loud and obnoxious. I hope it's not bothering you guys. Can't be helped. What else do you have for Virgo Spirit? One more message, please, Spirit. Oh, or two. Oh, or three. Dang. All right. Ask for your needs to be met. God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped, and it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. Awesome. So maybe you need some assistance right now. Focus on your priorities. Where you put your focus is where you receive your outcome. Your priorities are calling to you, which may produce a feeling of anxiety unless you give them the time and attention that they and you deserve. Even a small amount of time devoted to your priorities will help you feel better and more confident. Love that. Gratitude list. Counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you to be more centered in your heart instead of fixated on worries in your mind. What and who you are grateful for right now. Keep focusing upon gratitude and you'll discover the amazing generosity of the universe. I love that. Always sit in that gratitude. Be happy for what you have because it's just going to call in more for you. But I definitely see a lot more coming in for you here. Virgo, you just kind of got to get out of your own way, you know, let things flow, let things go. It's going to happen. You're just kind of navigating that prickly situation right now, you know, and things are going to change. Just keep focusing on what you want and bring that in. I hope that this helps and brought you some clarity. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.